It's one of the biggest secrets in Jamaica right now. When will Prime Minister Andrew Holness call the next general election? He alone holds the key. Not Parliament, not the opposition, not even his cabinet, just him. And the weight of that decision? It's like standing on cliff sunlight behind you, a hurricane brewing ahead, and below, the roaring waters of public judgment. And the twist: Jamaica is in the best economic shape it has seen in over 50 years. Yes, 50. The experts, the charts, the economists, the international agencies, they're all singing praises. Jamaica, once a poster child for economic instability, is now being studied as a model of recovery, resilience, and reform. But don't clap yet, because behind this success story is a threat quietly rising like floodwaters in the night. The cost of living, not just here, all over the globe. Governments are being thrown out of office left, right, and center. Argentina, Pakistan, the UK, even the mighty United States. Voters are angry, hungry, disappointed, and when food prices go up, no economic chart can save you from the wrath of the people. Andrew Holness knows this. He also knows that a new hurricane season is creeping up June to November. And Jamaica's history tells us hurricanes don't just blow away roofs, they blow away votes. Voter turnout drops. People stay home. Storms become silent campaigners, and not in a good way. So, what does he do? Call the election early, maybe May or June, and try to escape the worst of the expected global pain? Or hold his nerve, ride the wave of constitutional timing, and go for September, the traditional deadline? Let's break this down, because this isn't just politics. This is chess, and the next move could change Jamaica's future. Let's talk about those US tariffs. They're not hitting Jamaica directly, but they might as well be. The US just slapped a 25% tariff on steel and aluminum. Why does that matter? Because Jamaica imports construction materials from countries now affected by those tariffs. Prices are already rising. By mid-2025, the construction sector, one of Jamaica's economic engines, might start coughing. Let that sink in. A country that wants to improve its housing stock, its bridges, its roads, and all of that now under threat because global prices are dancing to a tune Jamaica didn't even play. And when building slows down, some jobs vanish, small contractors get crushed, projects stall, and inflation? Oh, it doesn't knock. It kicks the door down. But there's more. Some analysts believe these ripple effects could hit hardest between June and September 2025. So, if Holness waits too long, he may be walking straight into a storm. Now here's something some people don't know. Since independence in 1962, Jamaica has held 4 elections in February, 2 in September, and 4 in December. Not once in July, never in August. Why? Because the heat of summer and the height of hurricane season are dangerous times for politics. Campaign rallies get rained out, roads flood, and voters lose interest when survival becomes the only campaign. So, if Holness wants high turnout and dry skies, May and June are his sweet spots. But wait, what about the opposition? If the People's National Party, PNP, isn't ready, if they're still building their war chest, still recruiting workers, still printing flyers, then a surprise May election could knock the wind out of them. But if they're mobilized and alert, and Holness gambles wrong, it could backfire badly. Because here's the truth about Jamaican politics. We vote with our hearts. And sometimes, for some, our stomachs. No matter how good the long-term picture looks, if the price of chicken jumps again before election day, there will be no forgiveness, only frustration. And here's the irony: Holness has done what few leaders across the Caribbean have achieved. He's tamed debt. He controlled inflation. He's attracted investment. He created a record number of jobs, but the global economy doesn't care. It's punishing even the good children. So, his big question isn't, do they love me? It's, will they forgive me? Here's where it gets emotional. Jamaica isn't just deciding on a party, it's choosing a direction. The older generation remembers the struggles, the IMF loans, the austerity, the job losses. They don't want to go back. The younger ones, they want more jobs, more freedom, more opportunity. They don't care about the 50-year history if they can't buy Wi-Fi or gas. And Andrew Holness is caught between these two Jamaicas. On one side, the legacy he's building. On the other, the wrath of daily living expenses. He needs to decide, go early and protect what he has built, or go late to have more time to execute or complete some of his various projects and programs, and hope global forces calm down. It's not easy, and he knows history is watching. So, what are his real windows? Let's talk strategy. Option 1. Call elections in May or June. Pros: beat the hurricane season. Beat any inflation surge. Catch the opposition off guard. Cons: risk of looking scared. If voters feel manipulated, it could spark backlash. Option 2. Wait for September. Pros: stick to tradition. Hope for relief from global shocks. Cons: high risk. Tariffs could bite harder, and a bad storm could wash away more than just campaign posters. It's a high-stakes bet either way. But if Holness plays it right, he could enter the history books not just as a successful economic leader, but as a political master strategist. If he miscalculates, well, we've seen how fast things change in politics. 4 bonus facts to leave you thinking. Number 1. 42% of Jamaica's imports come from the US. That means even tariffs not aimed at us hit our economy like a stone, skipping across water fast, silent but powerful. Number 2. Jamaica's construction sector employs thousands, and rising material costs could lead to layoffs and project delays that echo through the ballot box. Number 3. Weather matters in Jamaican politics. In 1980 and 2007, storms disrupted campaigning and changed momentum in ways analysts still study today. Number 4. Opposition surprise wins often come from early missteps. The longer a government waits in a volatile time, the more chances it gives rivals to land emotional blows. What will Holness do? Will he protect his political capital and call it early? Or will he gamble on Jamaica's patience, lasting just a few months more? One man, one decision. A whole nation is waiting. Because sometimes, the biggest political battles don't happen in Parliament or on the campaign trail. They happen behind closed doors, when a leader stares out the window and decides when to roll the dice. Here's Prime Minister Holness in his recent budget speech in Parliament.
My fellow Jamaicans, this is a year of decision. Yes. This is a year when you will be called upon to make a choice. For the first time, a prospectus has been placed before you. Not a manifesto. Not a promise of what we intend to do. Amen. But a prospectus. Amen. A dissertation of what we have done. For the first time, you have a rational basis on which to judge options. the choice of selecting a government is always an emotional one. Sometimes it can be as emotional as your connection to a football team. But the consequence of supporting the wrong football team cannot compare to the anguish that you will suffer if you support the wrong government. I have stood in this parliament and I have given the history lesson of Jamaica's economic experience. I have given you the information on which you can make your rational decisions. I urge every Jamaican in this year of decision to choose wisely, choose rationally. I urge you as I close, choose Jamaica.
Jamaican voters await the date to decide on the future of this island nation.